Alright, what's up guys? We're here on Roblox and we're playing Legends Rewritten. And of course, in the opening of the game, we've got Sakuna giving Sakuna head. Oh, never mind. I'm giving Sakuna head. And there's Maharaga. I don't even know how we got to this point of the game. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't know what happened. The game's not supposed to be like this. They are not supposed to be here. But within Rome, right? Felt like I had to get it on recording to show something. These three goofballs, I don't even know how they got here. I really don't. And here we are, back with how the game's supposed to look. Your character sitting on a log. I'm changing settings. Yeah, I was probably talking to a friend in Discord. I don't know what I was doing when I was recording, man. Don't ask me. I'm struggling right now, as you can see. Hold on. Alright, so here we are. And we are in the inventory. As you can see, I'm a combat level 6. The way this game works is you have to level everything else, like, piece by piece, I guess, to slowly get your combat level up. So, you got to level up your health, your mana, your stamina. I think magic is mana. You got to level up your speed, your defense. It's a lot of, like, little mini attributes. And as you can see, I'm fighting for my life. And he is not letting up. I don't know who Regulus is, but people in the server were saying that he's actually pretty overpowered and he's pretty strong and he has a good chance at dropping some stuff. And when I first got this game, I know it might have been like a little spur of the moment, but I ended up getting the game passes. I was like, man, I really want to progress in this game. I want to see what it's about. It reminds me of a One Piece game. I actually fought this guy several times earlier with randoms and died constantly. But yeah, well, I mean, not constantly. This was my first time actually dying. I would go down, but I'd get back up. But basically, I think this game's pretty cool. The grinding is definitely something to get used to. Apparently, I spun on like some top tier blessings earlier, which are just like abilities to help you improve, be stronger, be more useful. Apparently, I spun on several of them earlier and spun off of them because I didn't know that they actually counted. And that's why I'm saying that this game reminds me of a One Piece game, because I believe it was that game, and there's probably a handful of others, but if you don't have like a specific fruit or something, which in this case would be like a blessing, you don't really get anywhere and you don't really do anything. You know what I mean? I mean, you can grind slowly and surely and eventually hit what it is that you need to hit, but it's going to be a way longer grind until you get those blessings. And this, after I like used up all my spins and actually realized what was happening in the game, this is the blessing that I finally landed on, which people like insulted me for, made fun of me for, so that was pretty fun. As you can see, the reach, even though visually it's far, it's not actually far. This game has really bad servers in my opinion. It's like a Deep Woken or Type Soul, where you join actual servers and those servers can affect your ping. So at pretty much any time, you could end up just having like the worst ping imaginable and running into place, or just stuck. All right, and it sucks. As far as it just flat out disconnecting you, I don't think I've had that issue entirely, but it was pretty rough. And noticing now that I just flat out left, I think I remember that. I was talking and like playing with these randoms. The community in that game is so terrible, man. Nobody is like nice. I ran into maybe one or two people who were willing to help me, and it wasn't even a grind. It was just answering a question that I had, right? For the most part, everybody just insults you, which is really weird, right? Because it's not like a PvP centered game. You're all playing together. If somebody gets a drop, you can trade it with the other person. You can help each other improve and grow. And for some weird reason, people just have this mentality of treating you like garbage. And I don't really understand why. But like I said, at the time, I had gotten all of the game passes, right? So my plan was to like skyrocket through levels, get all this good stuff, and help out the people who were like me, who had no idea what was going on, because the game just doesn't have a tutorial. And I saw a few YouTube videos to help me get into the swing of things, but I wasn't really like as deep in the game as I wanted to be. And the craziest thing is, the same people that like I was fighting Regulus with, that I died at, were like the same people insulting me constantly. And then on top of that, when they found out that I had the game passes, because I had one of the mounts that you can't get unless you pay for the game pass, when they found that out, they were asking me if I'd give them like the game pass, like if I gift it to them. Why would I gift you anything after we just spent roughly 10 minutes of you calling me this and that and not offering the help at all and just making fun of me? It was like the craziest thing ever. So, and that's not like the first time something like that's happened. Like I said, that's probably like my fourth or fifth time actually hopping on the game, but that's like the second or third time that I've talked in the game since I've hopped on it, right? And that's the community. That's what I've come to find while playing that game. I think the game's fine, and I thought that the fix would be to get a private server. So I actually bought a private server. I know at this time, during this day, I was just bawling out, and I actually decided to buy a private server. But there was no way to actually play the private server. I don't know if there's some hidden button that I missed. I don't know if it's hidden in the servers and it's labeled as something else. I don't know how that works. But I bought a private server, and the issue is because there's a server list. When you join it, it takes you straight to the server list. It doesn't take you to your own private lobby. So I'm thinking that the private lobby has like, there's like a way to get there from the server list, but I didn't see it, right? So it's kind of just like a waste of money, and then on top of that, a really toxic community. So it's, I don't know, man. It's just terrible, like first impressions. I would not recommend playing it. But if you're deep enough, if you understood it, if you've got people who are helping you, or if you just got a lot of time and a lot of patience, then by all means, run through it, run for it. Maybe you'll see me back on the game. Maybe you won't. I recorded this like months ago, maybe, and I had maybe 6 hours worth of video of just me farming, grinding, learning different things. But because I'm just not in the mood, man, you're just not gonna see any of it. You're gonna see the goofy Sukuna sucking Sukuna off, and you're gonna see me get dropped off by Regulus. But that's pretty much all you're gonna see. So I hope you enjoyed that. Great game, 10 out of 10. We'll probably never play it again, but we'll see. Anyway, I got a few other ones that I have on file. Here is one of those other ones. What is this game? Don't ask me. I forgot. It's a gun-centered, gun-based game, though. I like a Call of Duty is what it gave me the look of. But like when you actually see it on a Roblox page, it's kind of like a Tom Clancy looking type of game, which I know might be a little like weird or confusing. As you can see, you got all these guns. You can make a loadout. I thought that was pretty cool. You got a money system. You can buy money with Robux. You can farm for money. Here, you can get stuff for your character to run through the game. What I did not realize was you can actually change the appearance of your character. So right now I've got this kind of like light-skinned army guy who's got like this confident look. I didn't know that you could change that. I wanted to change that. I saw some people who had theirs changed. I thought that you had to unlock something or pay for something, but as you can see right above your character, it says appearance, and I guess I just missed that. So this is my character, the starter base character. Here's all the drip. A lot of it is like just kind of attire that you'd find in Division 2, basically. And I think it's pretty cool. I thought like the whole approach to it was really nice, and I was like, yeah, I definitely want to get deeper into this. So I'm getting into the game, right? You pick where you want to go. There's only really like two things to do. I think it's PvP and PvE. I was like, okay, well, I want to try PvE, right? I definitely don't want to get into PvP. I feel like a lot of gun games have a ton of PvP, and PvP is cool, don't get me wrong, but after a while you get tired of fighting other people like to level up, right? You want to fight the environment. You want to see what the world is like, the world building, the terrain. You want to see what missions look like, right? I get tired of PvP 24/7, man. It burns me out trying to be competitive against people who are either hacking, completely new, all this extra stuff. Yeah, no, I just wasn't dealing with it. As you can see, I'm out in the city. We're chilling. A lot of people, I don't know how I'm able to just run past them with this, what is this, the UMP-K, I think? Or maybe just the UMP. I said it earlier, I wasn't paying attention to the video. I haven't eaten, okay? So if I seem snippy, it's because I'm Hungary. Um, Beautiful city. Looks like France. I've never been to France, so maybe it looks like Wyoming. I've never been to Wyoming, but that's what I imagine it looks like based off of TV and whatnot. You got an actual interactive menu. You can actually pick choices with conversation, which I think is super great. You see me talking, trying to get a hose, but instead she wants me to follow the objective. So I'm an army man. We do what we do. I've got to go engage the enemies. Here's something fun. The mission's on a timer, as you can see in the top left. Apparently, you can get a car. You can spawn a car. It's fairly cheap when you get into the game, assuming that you haven't spent everything. But even then, I think the first starting car is free. But you can get a car. I was supposed to take that car from the base to the town, pick up the mission, drive back, and then just go to war. But look, and I think that's another player over there. But because I wasn't paying attention and didn't really understand it, I ran. I kid you not, I ran the entire way. Let's see how far I went. I started fighting. Apparently, midway through of getting over there, I ended up in a bloodbath. And it says mission success, so I guess that means I could have just left. But this is my literal first time playing the game. I'm thinking I can just run in, gun, and blast. And I died. So the mission was a success, but then I died. So the mission was a fail. I guess after you complete it, you're supposed to go back to town, turn it in. As you can see, I'm bleeding out. And here are some aspects of like the Division that made me feel like this game was kind of more like Tom Clancy than Call of Duty. You bleed out, so a friend can actually come to you, pick you up, keep you from dying. You can choose on the map where you want to like spawn for PvE and PvP, and it's actually really cool. It's kind of like the Dark Zone and just like the open world, but there's only 2 spawn points. I'm hoping like if the game really does get updates in time, then it'll have multiple ones just like Division 2 did. So yeah, the bleeding out and then the spawn points. You got this open world where I'm guessing anybody can swing by and help you complete your missions, which is actually really amazing. The clothing change I thought was cool. Being able to buy these different weapons to try different things out is cool. I don't know if there are special drops that enemies give. I don't know if there's a system with editing or attuning weapons. I don't know if there's any special gadgets or skills. Probably not as much as that. But thus far, just from how the base game looks, I really do like it. It's fairly clean. It runs fairly smooth. There's not a lot of like stuff just in your face, and the idea like how to play the game is pretty straightforward. I don't really think they give you a tutorial. You kind of just run through and learn things, which I mean isn't like completely bad, but I feel like there should be some kind of whatever. Also, I should have been able to kill that man with a car. Hey developer, if you're listening, if you're watching, maybe if you put that in the game, I'll start telling people what the name of your games are. So here I am, fighting it out. I was recording on Discord as well, trying to show one of my friends who likes Division. And this was a pretty interesting experience. I forgot that I still have an SMG. So trying to fight long distance, like I've got an assault rifle or a sniper, wasn't really helping much. But I really do like the gunplay. It's the maneuverability, the mobility that I'm still getting used to. The swaying is an amazing touch, but crouching, right? Proning, crouching, all that was still something that I needed to learn. And you've got this little menu where you can, I think, call for help and command people. And you can also pull it up to open up your medicine and heal yourself. It's actually really cool. And there's no out of bounds areas, at least not entirely, right? So instead of following the street, as you can see, I decided to take the alternate route. I'm going through mountains. I've got crazy terrain. This must be a Ford because it's built tough. It's crazy, and I love it. I really think that this is awesome, right? Because apparently, like originally when I saw the game, I'm thinking it's going to be Call of Duty. We're just running around fighting, killing each other, a little mindless nonsense to kind of pass time. But then I actually get into it. I'm like, this game is so much more. Like this game is actually really cool. And I forget what the exact player count was at the time, but for it to show up in like my recommendeds or front page, I say, well, okay, I'll just say if it shows up in my recommendeds, it must be highly played. That's a lie. I've had anime games show up in my recommendeds and only like 5 people are on them. So front page, it must have shown up on my front page. But I liked it, and I definitely would definitely try giving this game like another go for sure. I wanted to have like a compilation of clips from different games to put here and show. I've got some Type Soul stuff. I got some Deep Woken stuff as well. But I've been playing Risk of Rain 2 a lot lately, and I plan on playing it after I upload this or while I upload this. So I'm probably not going to upload as many videos today, but I did want to upload at least something because it's been like 8 days since my last upload. Some stuff's happened. I've been working a little extra, and stuff's just been going down, you know? So I hope that, well, you guys probably aren't going to like this video. It's a lot of yapping. It's a lot of dumb stuff happening. And I'm a little drained, so a lot of the goofier energy that usually comes from me just isn't here right now. And that's fine, you know? We can't be happy all the time, you know what I'm saying? But I thought that this was pretty cool. You know, look at me. I'm sweeping. I'm turning corners. It's dark. It was dark on my monitor too. Oh, look, I don't even know if he was an enemy. I just started blasting. You know, I wasn't taking any chances. I didn't want to risk it. But you see how fluid it moves? You see how well it looks? You see how dark it is? I'm sure my gun has a flashlight, and if it doesn't, you could probably buy an attachment for it, right? But this was my first time just running the game. Tried to get a headshot. Should have just shot him in the back. That will be my downfall. I'm sure of it. Look at the gunplay. I need a heal. I'm bloody. It's dark. I can't see a thing. They're still rushing me. Got me while I was reloading. Love the game though. Honestly, 10 out of 10. Would definitely play this game again. Not even lying. Anyway, a lot of people are commenting on my Miles Morales videos, asking how to work through the mods and whatnot. I try to help out the best that I can, but to the people who need help, I'd recommend going to like another YouTuber or just another platform in general to get your help, because even though I was on top of it and had it all down and understood, I made all that stuff like a year ago. It's almost been like a complete year since I've made those videos, all right? Game updates, mods update. I haven't been on the game like since that time. There's a lot changed that I cannot help you with. You're probably not even watching this video, but hopefully, you know, if you like my stuff and you come around and you see the things that I upload, you'll see this and you'll hear me. Maybe I should just make like a 5-second video explaining all this, maybe a 1 to 2 minute video explaining all this. But I feel like if you're new to my channel and you come around and you see like the Miles Morales stuff, you're probably not going to be paying too much attention to, you know, the other uploads. So I don't know. Whatever, man. I've been recording a lot of Risk of Rain 2 gameplay. I've got some pretty crazy stuff there. I've been playing with a friend. A lot of the recordings, however, voice-wise, aren't really saved. So it'll just be, it'll be a lot of like me talking over stuff and narrating things. But that's some of the content that I want to upload soonish. But yeah. Eat my balls. Hope everybody's having a good day. And if you aren't, I say get some rest. Peace.